Here's another video. I've got this Ronseal power sprayer for spraying fences and what's not, prone to blockages according to the reviews. And let me show you here. Switch it on and you can hear the motor operating, but you press this trigger, nothing comes out. It's not been used for a year or so and it's more likely blocked somewhere. So that's what I'm going to be able to look at today. Let me just show you inside here. This is the tank. I put water inside it and you can see remnants of the brown fence spray which was used last, but it's just not operating at all. Let me just switch it off and disconnect this nozzle just to make sure the trigger I'll just undo that. And let me just switch it back on. If it's working, water should come out here, but it quite clearly is not. Okay, so I'm going to have to strip it down and have a look inside. And first thing I'm going to do is undo the 4 screws on the underside, which hold the motor assembly together. And the unit should just pull apart like so. Let me just take the batteries out, forgot to do that. It just runs off 4 of these batteries here. It's a 6-volt unit. And let me just open it up. Let me just extend this hose a little bit. And that's the pump inside there. First thing I'm going to do is remove this uptake nozzle filter. And just show you here, it's got remnants of the last fence spray colour used, brown. And undo the uptake. Okay, I've removed the pump assembly, and what I've got to do now is dismantle it, because there's obviously a blockage inside here somewhere. This is the same pump used on the, I think it's a Spira water jet. And I'll just undo the screws here, and here you can see me just separating the motor from the pump assembly. It's just 2 screws and you saw the nut fall off there. And it's just a matter of pulling the unit apart, separating the pump from the motor. That's the motor there. It just uses vibrations on the pump. And you can see the bearing on the end there. Okay, now that I've removed the screws, let me just undo one side of the pump's valves. Let's get a standing blade in there just to split it. And you can see here, this is the pump valves inside with a spring. So get a little close up here. I've relocated. So what I'm going to do is remove these valves, because they're quite clearly blocked. You can see remnants of the paint there. Let's get a little close up of that. Excuse the black spray on my fingernail, but that's one of the valves. There's 4 of them altogether, and they've probably stopped working due to the machine not being cleaned correctly. You can see the remnants there. Bit of an intricate for a paint sprayer, these pumps, but they are powerful. So what I've got to do now, let me just get this gasket stroke diaphragm off. Just lift it out of its recess here. That's the gasket for the pump, for the one side. The other side is identical, but I'm just removing the one side for now. So there you can see I've got the 2 valves out the one side, and it's just a matter of see if I can get this gasket stroke diaphragm off. You can see inside there, there's a lot of remnants of paint inside there also. Let me see if I can just peel this diaphragm off. agitator. Yep, got it off the nylon agitator there, the white nylon agitator. So let me show you inside there. That's the agitator there. So what I got to do is now do the same to the other side. Let me just flip it over and show you. It's identical to this side. Just got to undo these screws here, which I'll undo lively, and get the actual valves out. There's 2 springs per side. I've got the 1 spring on the side there. So just undo these 5 screws here, and the cover should just come off, exposing the valves. You can see them inside there. I think this side's worse actually. Just make a note of where the spring comes from. One of the springs. You see there. So what I've got to do now is pop these valves out. Like I said, they're identical. There's 4 of them all together. One goes in upwards, one goes in downwards. Let me see if I can fish this one out. Speed this section up just to slow the video down and make the video a bit shorter. And then you can see that's the white agitator there. The motor vibrates this, and this works fluid through the valves. This side's, let me show you here, that's obviously blocked with paint from the last successful operation. And let me just get this rubber seal off here. Okay, so what I got to do is get these a good clean. I'm going to leave them to soak for a bit in some bleach, and just give them a good scrub. Get them nice and clean. Come back to it. Okay, let me show you here. I've got all the parts nice and clean here. This is the housing for the pump. So I've got it nice and clean here. And there's a little recess where this gasket fits around here. And you can see the parts here, all nice and clean with the 4 springs. These are the valve parts, and you've got the gaskets there, and then the top covers. And this is the housing. I've also given that a clean. You see all the brown stuff's gone now. So let me just assemble these valves and put the unit back together. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is refit the gasket around its recess here. It fits into this little recess. And that's that fitted. And then what I've got to do now is first thing I'm going to do is put this gasket back together. It just hooks through around this agitator here. See if I can get that on, see if I can press that on. And I've got to do the same for the other side. So just got to fit it back over here, and the gasket, the rubber gasket, fits into a little recess, just got to be pressed in. So let me just fit the other gasket in, it might hold it together. This is the other side, same thing, just fit it over this the agitator, and okay, and that just fits into its recess like so. Just trying to tuck that in. Let me just get close up with the unit here, because I've got it nice and clean, so it's just a matter of refitting the unit. This valve fits into this onto its little recess on there's a little peg what it fits onto on the left hand side, and then it's just a matter of reassembling the valve unit. That's one of the valves there, just fits in like so. And then this one, probably better off if I separate the valve and put it on top of the spring, might be easier. So this sits on here like so, this part of the valve, and then this section goes over here like so, and just push it down. So the other valve fits in this way, and the spring fits on top. Just tuck this gasket into this recess. Just get close up there, that's what it looks like. That's how it assembles the valves, one way up and one the other. Like I said before, the valve, the spring fits on the top. Let me just pop the spring on here like so, and this spring fits into this little recess here, which I've highlighted, little peg sticking out. It just fits over that. So let me see if I can assemble it here. Okay, so I fitted that. Let me just tighten it up lively. Just tighten up all the screws. Okay, that's the one side fully assembled. So all I've got to do is flip it over and do the same on the other side. Opposite way around, obviously. Let me just speed this section up. That's what it's supposed to look like when it's assembled, the other side. Same with the spring once again. Tighten it all up. Just speed this section up just to make your video a bit shorter. Okay, that's the screws fitted. Now it's just a case of refitting the pump. I'm just going to pump some grease into here. The motor agitates this nylon bush here, which operates the pump, the valve, sorry. Let me just fill that with grease. And like I said, this is the same kind of motor on the Spyro 2 water gun. It's 6 volts. So just reassemble that. Let's push it together. Okay. And now that that's done, it's just a matter of putting the 2 nuts and bolts back in, screwing them together. I'll just finish off with a pair of pliers and make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, now that the pump is fully assembled, just going to pop it back into its housing, and it just slots into this recess here, and there's a rubber ring here which is a seal, and it just the pump mostly just fits in like so, and it pops out the other side, as you can see here, and then it's just a matter of screwing back the uptake. Screwed it back on, nice and tight. Now that that's done, it's just a case of connecting the sprayer's hose back on here. Just tighten it up also. It's nice and tight. And then just put the battery housing back in, like so. And then just reassemble the unit here. And once that's in place, it's just a matter of putting the 4 screws back on. And I'll tighten it back up lively, like I said before. That's the 4 screws. And then just popping the battery pack back in. Closing the door. Okay, just going to give it a test now. I'm going to fill it with some hot water and bleach just to flush it out. And And here you can see, let me just switch it on. You can hear the pump going, but there'll be a lot of air in it. Just gotta wait for the water to come through. And you can see it's come through. Pretty powerful, and the unit seems working fine. So with that, thanks for watching once again. Please subscribe.